Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Ethereum. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Waves theory and provide multiple scenarios based on my take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 1 hour time frame and looking at the structures from here, 2k tops. Since then, the main idea was that we are having this as some kind of three-way structure coming down. Whether it is finished down here, or not finished, and we are quite close to it, is just the next question. We had a few different ideas here for this last leg, and the main idea that we were tracking was some kind of diagonal here. The reason for that was because on smaller time frame, if you're looking at 15 minutes, we can see that after the fourth of micro counts, we would have this as a three-way structure, and again, only multi-way structure that fits into that mold is a diagonal. Now, however, since yesterday, we had this bounce going higher, creating us some kind of issue with this count. At the moment, the only feasible idea for this would be if we still had the wave 4 here, that this is some kind of expanding diagonal into the fifth. Again, it definitely doesn't have a right look. Wave 1 would be here, 2, 3, 4, and 5 would be something like that, and the size of this structure compared to anything here would be just very not very proportionate, right? So that's why I don't really like this anymore. I haven't covered Ethereum in a couple of days just because this structure here was nothing really that makes too much sense to me. Now I've modified this option 2 a bit, having this as the wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the third. And now it is possible that wave 4 would be something like that. That should be minuscule. And in here we would have either W, X, and Y, like so. This should be submicro. Or we would be having this as something else. Now, let me relabel this a bit. So this should be, let's use white here. So if we are just looking at the higher time frame first, wave 1, 2, 3. This looks pretty okay still as a 5-way structure. 3 ways back to W, 3 ways into X. That would still fit into the idea where we have this as a 3-way structure, and then another 3-way structure. Whether we are going to be taking out the highs or not, I'm not quite sure, or what are we doing in this very local structure. I'm not quite sure again, but the thing here I want to see is not taking out the 0.5 too much at least, because at that point again, this is again the retracement for this wave 3. Generally we only get to the 38.2. Now we have already retraced right around that 38.2, and we have the possible W wave here well beyond that. So it is more likely that we are actually taking out the liquidity up top on here, and only then retracing, if we do retrace. At the moment, I don't really see us getting this into a 5-way structure. Of course, it is possible, but just doesn't fit into the idea that I have here on higher time frame, right? So if we are just looking at some of the confluences around here, I'm putting this going on the right. There we go. And let's see if we have some area where we have a lot of fibs lining up together. Well, the 1.382 here, and that is again comparing this leg to this, is around the $1,411. We have the 1-to-1 of this WXY right around that same area. The 1.382 of this WXY, like so, it's still right around that area. So that would be an area of interest for me. Now, if we are zooming in a bit on 5-minute time frame, looking at this structure over here, I'm not quite sure how we're going to be labeling this. I really don't want to say that we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Instead, I would rather say that we have some kind of diagonal here. It's ugly. I can't really fit it into anything else, and this would be a 3-way structure coming back as the wave A, B. So this would be wave A and then wave B. Well, that's a nice A. And then we would have some kind of 5-way structure in here. Of course, it is possible that we already ended it here, which would fit into the idea of having this as a 1, 2, 3, then creating a wave 4 and 5. And then we would be looking to these areas that we were just speaking about. Now we are gathering this divergences here, even on 5 minutes. So maybe we still need one higher high here in order to get that. I think, did we actually take out this low here? No, we didn't. Yeah, definitely interesting area for sure here. If we are taking out these current highs, then we might want to be shorting this. Another area of interest is this current low that we have here. Generally, again, we don't want to be going beyond the previous wave 4 of lower degree. And in here, I think we have something like this, possibly, or this is going to be some kind of diagonal, possibly, again. Because again, these are very overlapping structures at the end of a 5-way move. So that indicates a lot of the time that it's going to be a diagonal. So yeah, definitely interesting to see how this is going to be playing now. But again, we have those divergences starting to form. So it is very much likely that we are going to get at least some kind of reversing here. And this structure over here, if we are just measuring it like this, the 1.618 is already up in here. So, and we are already consolidating here. So I just don't see us getting that far here. Today is going to be Powell is speaking again, so maybe there is some kind of pump and dump scheme here going on again. So we'll see how that reacts. But those are the targets that I'm looking at the moment, and I feel like this is the best looking structure I can get in here at the moment. Although again, wave 2, comparing it to the wave 4 here, is getting kind of out of proportion. But yeah, I just can't say that we ended it here, because again, this was a 3-way structure. So yeah, we'll see. But I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover on Ethereum today. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.